So here I go. I'm fixing to go in the woods. Actually, I'm in the woods, and it's about 7:45 in the morning, Tuesday morning, 29th. Let me make sure that's right. Keep saying 29th, 28th. And you're gonna go metal detecting. Got my metal detector, my bag on the back. I'm not, Mr. Metal Detector or nothing, but this is just something I like doing. I love getting out in the woods. I'm gonna show you around where I'm getting ready to go. I'm actually on an old rail, Civil War rail bed. It's some private land that I got to hunt on, actually. And anyway, it's very awesome here. Let me turn the camera around and show you. You can see is the rail bed. Goes right through the power line and keeps on going around. I've been here. This is such a long, this goes forever. It's such a long rail bed that I started last year on it, and I found some old chains and hasps for, I guess, where they mine the ore, iron ore here. And like the hasp for the little carts, I guess, that they wheeled out here. I found some old chain, like I said. It's a real long chain. It was in bad condition, but it's pretty neat. I didn't really think about doing a YouTube video or even a channel last year because I really just didn't think about it. And since I started losing weight, I figured, what the hell? So I started really hitting it hard. And last year we bought a MXT Pro by White's. So far so good on this thing. I really enjoy it. Like I said, it's just getting out in the woods, just being... my wife and I usually go when the kids are in school, but... sorry about that. But as of right now, of course, they're out of school. And she doesn't like leaving them to do this with me right now. She hates going out in the cold, so she and I has a very limited time we can go. So I make... since this metal detector was so expensive, I try to make it as much as I possibly can, going out and having a good time, and just being out in nature. So it's a good morning. It's about 65 degrees, 70 degrees, somewhere in there. Humidity's pretty high right now. Anyway, when I find something, I will hit you back, let you know. Got my snake boots on for obvious reasons. And where I ended up, when I get there I'll show you. Last year there was a like a pile of nails. Maybe an old house was there, I don't know. I had it in there because it started raining and I didn't go back. Squirrel season started, so I didn't want to. The guy that owns the land, he likes to go hunting here in the little area I was. So anyway, see you in a minute. Going down the road. All right, so I don't want to bore you. We just did a bunch of talking and stuff, like a lot of people do. But I ain't even gonna say a lot of people, because that's not fair. I just saw a deer. I was gonna try to record it. Time I got my phone out, though, it was already gone. So let me tell you one thing happened during turkey season. I have never had a tick on me ever. Just I saw them crawling on me before, but never had them actually embedding me. I had two back to back. We sat down under a big pine tree, and that's pretty much the only place that I could say that I got it from. And the ticks were so small. They were like the smallest I have ever freaking seen in my life. Okay, and that was in April when I got these things. Well, I found them in the last week of April, and they had been on there for I don't know how long. They were not swollen yet, but they were getting close. The reason I found them because I was itching. I was like, why am I itching? These ticks, I'm not exaggerating, they were so small. Like, I've never seen a tick that small. I kept scratching, had my wife look at it. One was like right where my belly and my waist meet, where my pants are. It was right there. And the second one was in my knee bow, which is what I call right there. Okay, and it's June, and you still see, okay, that sucker still itches. I'm like, why is that thing still itching? Well, my wife thinks I should go to the doctor. I kept the tick in a bag in case I got, Lyme disease. Well, you know, it should have already showed up if it was going to be. But anyway, my point I'm trying to make is I'm a tough guy. At least I think I am. Unless when it comes to needles, then I'm not so tough. But, you know, when I go in the woods or when I go anywhere, you know, I got that macho thing. Who doesn't? You're a guy. Unless you're a... So anyway, I never would use any kind of spray, no tick spray, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, I put it on now because how can it be June and I got that tick in April and I'm still itching, you know? I don't know. So anyway, one thing I always recommend, snake boots. It is a must. 2 reasons. Snakes and the high water, you can walk right through them. I recommend the Danner. I ain't getting paid for no Danner. I've had these probably 5 years. They just started leaking this year a little bit. Of course, I was in a creek pretty deep for a long time. Anyway, that's just me ranting on. So I'm going to show you where I'm at. I'm going to show you a couple things I've learned. You know, I'm not a scientist or a historian or anything. Just stuff I've read on the internet. Please, if you're watching this and you're like, this guy don't know what he's talking about, then just say, that's not right, because I want to know. I'm just reading stuff. All right, let me show you something. All right, so this is where, right here, I don't know if you can tell in here or not, but it's flat. There goes the trail, well, the old rail bed. It's a big flat right here. Okay, and that I've learned through reading, watching videos, and reading literature about old whatever. This used to be called the Trail of Trees. Okay, it always, they say, would point to something. So I thought, okay, let's see, is it pointing anything? Because if you go on down here, which I'm not going back down that way, but if you were, I could show you another tree which points to this one right here. So if you were to follow this trail all the way on out, see, there's another, I think this is like a switchback right here. This is the way I come up metal detecting. I came straight up here, and right where I just showed you begin with, that is where I found all the nails. So I'm gonna comb this area pretty good, and this time I got smart and I'm using orange tape. But anyway, back to this tree. I'm just rambling on. Got coffee in me. So this tree was pointing to something, and I thought, what could it be pointing to, you know? Because I know this land real well. You know, so they say that the Trail of Trees points to something. Well, if you walk down there, I don't know, 200-300 yards, there's another tree just like this. Just like this one. Pointing almost exactly the same way. Not close, but almost. So it's pointing to, there's a creek down there. It's pretty deep. I'm assuming that it was pointing to water or maybe a camp of some sort. I don't know. I don't know. But you can see it's old. I wish I had one of them screw-in things to tell how old the tree is. That way I could say, oh, it's Civil War or it's old, whatever. But, you know, just to be here in these woods in the morning, it's just so phenomenal. I mean, God's work is awesome. I mean, plain and simple. And I'm gonna ready to metal detect. I gotta turn this thing off. I wouldn't ramble on long enough. I need to get on the detector. Peace. I hope to goodness I find something. If I do, you'll be the first to see. Trail of Trees, baby. All right, so this is what I found. An old railroad spike. I mean, I found other stuff, but look at that thing. That is awesome. I almost passed it up. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and dig it. Now, you see this hole here? One thing that I don't like, I went with a couple other people metal detecting, and they, especially in the woods, would just leave the holes open. Well, you know, when I played football, I got taught one thing. You practice like you play. So if you just, you know, cover it up here, you cover up everywhere. You know, and it's better for the environment. Not that I'm a tree hugger, but you know, it's just better overall. You just practice everywhere you go. That way, if somebody lets you on their property, like I've had the fortunate opportunity to come here on numerous occasions, you know, it's worth it because they know you're filling the holes up It's like you never were there. Look at this railroad bed. My God, isn't it awesome? And that goes for several miles. And I just begun. So what I was gonna say, you know, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I need back my girls to get up since I am off today. But it's so awesome. This is what I love to do. Just being in the woods is so awesome. If you can, I mean, just be in the woods, just go out, stop being on your phone, enjoy the outdoors. It's so awesome out here. I mean, it's overcast day, but I'm not on the couch watching TV. You know, enjoy what you can when you can. Just look at this view. It's so beautiful here. This is where I saw the deer when I told you he was coming out through here. Of course, I was just right over there. Almost where that tree right there is. But man, these woods are awesome. Gives me a chance to look for some, excuse me, ginseng too. Deep for this one. Had to dig deep for this one, like I mentioned. I don't even know what that is. I literally just dug it out. I'm not sure. It's rounded. It's a piece of iron. Fricker is heavy. Whew. It said it was down 1 inch, but after I got to digging, unless there's something else in here, let's see. Might have to get the metal detector on it, but I couldn't find anything else. And here comes the rain. It wasn't supposed to rain just yet, but you know how that goes. All right, hang tight. All right, so I found another piece just laying right here, but it is literally pouring down rain. And I do not have my, I marked a spot. I don't have my poncho for my, hold on, might get a little sketchy here for a second. I could pause it. I don't have my poncho for my metal detector, of course, or myself, because I figured, it's at 10 o'clock, but you know, look at this rain, would you? Good gravy, son. I mean, it's throwing it down. I gotta get out of here. I don't want to mess my metal detector up. Anyway, like I said, I marked the area, so when I come back, I'll know where to pick up. I'm not gonna pick up those 2 iron pieces just yet, only because, frankly, I don't have any room to carry it right now. I have a little bag, but it's just that, it's little, and I need to get out of here and not get wet. I'm gonna turn this off so I can make tracks. All right. Oh. So I got about an hour out there. Something will be in here. Anyway, I got about an hour out in the woods this morning. I'll try again tomorrow, a little earlier though. So I found that railroad spike. I found 2 pieces of metal. And I thought it was a culvert at first. Obviously it was not. It was something with, it looked like a track of some sort. Not like a railroad track, but like a track to a something, like a bulldozer or something. And I found 2 pieces of that. I found a bunch of cans. I found an old bottle with a, it's probably shaky as heck. This road is rough. I could stop. Why would I do that, huh? But I found a bottle with the metal lid on it, and you know, just the pop tops. I try to keep the saturation on my metal detector up pretty high because certain spots down there are where a lot of people have been, I guess over the years, pop tops and such. So when I go a little deeper in the woods like I was today, you know, I turn it up, or down rather, so I could pick up more stuff. And that's how I found that railroad spike, and because not a lot of people have been down there. At least I don't think so. Anyway, that concludes my day here. Unless it stops raining, I got another little railroad bed down the road here. I wish it would stop. So, we'll see. Anyway, that's that. And stay tuned for some more. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna try to stay dry. It's almost like a daggum rainforest there. It's so rainy all the time. Anyway, we'll see you back tomorrow, hopefully earlier. and talk to you then.